Hey everyone, this is Landry with EVOQ Bike, and this is Will. And we are coaches who have had the pleasure of racing Tour of the Gila multiple times, and we're here to provide you with race breakdowns, tactics, course description, training tips. We've gone through each stage 1 through 4 to help give you a little bit better of an idea of what to expect at Gila. It's a great race. There's no other race quite like it in the U.S. It's personally my favorite race. Yeah, we want to give you a little bit of insight on how to best prepare.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got a few little training tips here. It is at altitude, so you're gonna have to keep hydrated and carbed up while you're up there. It takes a lot more carbohydrate and a lot more water than you think it does just to survive at altitude. So keep water flowing and keep eating while you're there because you're gonna burn more calories than you think you are. To prep for getting up there, you can use sauna training. You need to like down your actual training because sauna does add stress. I've used sauna training in the past for it. Look up a protocol that'll work for you. Generally, about like 10 days of like 30 minutes saunaing after rides, but keep in mind that it is a stress. If you don't have access to actual altitude, that can do something to help like boost those blood levels a little bit. But otherwise, the best way to do it is just to get up to altitude before this race. And generally, we're thinking what, 3 weeks is going to be awesome. 2 weeks if you have
I
to.
mean, yeah, if you minimum 2 weeks to get acclimated, otherwise you actually might be doing more harm than good. There's a weird thing that your body might do within those initial 2 weeks where it's trying to adapt to the altitude that can actually make you feel worse. So either you should try to acclimate 2 weeks before or try to get out to the race like right beforehand.
Mhm. Yeah, I usually go out like the day before, and that has seemed to work for me. It's a lot cheaper if you don't already live at altitude, but it is not going to be the best for performance as far as like getting your peak performance. Silver City's a great place to visit, so if you want to, just go stay up there for a little bit. I think you'll enjoy it. Some other parts of the Gila Monster or the Gila stage race that are important to keep in mind. There are a lot of sustained climbs, so it's really going to be good to prepare for sustained climbing at altitude. So be prepared to be fatigued late in races and having to do sustained climb. What are some of the other time trialing? What are some of the other demands we think this race is going to have for the amateur crowd?
Oh man, I mean, you got to have the endurance, you got to have the time trialing capability, you got to be able to climb descending, you got to be able to suffer. You got to be able to do efforts late in the day. I mean, being fresh or being able to do peak numbers when fresh is not going to win you these races. So you're really going to have to make sure that you practice doing efforts as part of a longer race. These road races are a lot longer than most amateur races, especially like Cat 3, 4. So you got to be prepared to handle some long efforts on a long ride.
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, if you guys want more tips, yeah, we've got some more videos on each stage. Go check those out on the Gila page. Check us out at EVOQ. We've got a website, evoke.bike. We are both coaches there and can give you a free power file analysis. Maybe look over some of your training for Tour of the Gila. Thanks, everyone, and excited for all of you racing the Gila stage race. You're going to have a great time.